Hello everybody, my name is Fred and I'm one of the co-founders of Material Indicators. Today I would like to introduce you to the first version of our web app. Now on this page you can see two charts. Let's first start with the top chart. Most of you, as I'm sure, know or have seen what the order book looks like. It gives you information on the quantity of bids and asks at each price level, which is really useful for identifying support and resistance levels. Now what you see here is the same thing, just over time. So on the y-axis, you see the price in USDT in the engineering notation. And on the x-axis, you see the date in UTC time. Then here on the left, you see the volume color bar, giving you information on how much volume is at each price level. So dark red here would be $2 million, and bright yellow would be $12 million. But you can also just hover over the chart and it will give you the same information. The order book is really useful for understanding demand and supply dynamics, giving you information on where price might find support and resistance. This is really useful for mitigating risks by reducing the drawdown and setting appropriate price targets, which removes a lot of the guesswork on which price levels might hold and which won't. However, the order book won't give you the full story. It gives you no information on money flow to determine the market sentiment. This brings us to the bottom part of this chart, where you can see the cumulative volume delta, or CVD, which rises on market buying and declines on market selling. But sometimes price will go up with declining CVD. To understand why this is happening, we've filtered the volume by several ranges. So blue is the raw CVD, then you have yellow, orange, which is $100 to $1,000 orders, and this goes up to $1 million to $10 million orders. However, because the impact of those orders only make up a small fraction of the entire CVD, we've had to normalize this. But you can switch this by just hitting this normalize CVD button and going back to absolute units. So here you can see that yesterday around 8 p.m. there was a CVD of minus $15 million. And for example, this red curve is currently at a net plus of $4.5 million. This brings us to the upper part of this page, where you can see how you can change the settings of your chart. So here you can just enter the ticker you want. Currently we only offer Binance as the exchange, but this will change later on. Then here you can set the time window of your preference. So if you go to 3 years, then you will see the price history of the last 3 years for Bitcoin. And as you can see, the absolute CVD is not very helpful here. But as soon as you switch to the normalized view, you can see that at the top of $14,000 last year, whales aggressively started selling. Whereas after the flash crash in March this year, whales aggressively started buying while everybody else sold. So this gives you unprecedented information on the market sentiment. Now let's switch to some other examples, such as Ethereum. We can just enter the ticker here, select Ethereum, and then change the window to daily. So here we see that we had a support at around $325 yesterday. And shortly before we reached that level, they started pulling those orders, which is why we ran straight through this level and then started rebounding and are currently at this resistance here at $360. Now, some other good examples are Link and AGI. So for Link, we had a support at $10, which was breached, but then another support started showing up at $9, which is around the time that Ethereum bottomed. And this then went up to the resistance here at around 1250. For AGI, I posted a chart the other day saying that it was at support, and we've also had some signals from MTF deviation trigger, something we will talk about in another video, giving additional confidence to this coin. But as you can see, price breached the support in a stop hunt and then started rebounding and ended up making almost 50% in less than 24 hours. Now I know that you're all crazy about decentralized finance, which is why we also have DeFi coins such as Wi-Fi and Sushi, which are currently supported on Binance. So if you're interested in that, please subscribe and catch you in a bit.